Actually, quite something. Stack is structurally more defensible than any single layer competitor for hyperscaler investors. Hyperscale like Microsoft, Google, Apple. The AWS revenue disclosure sets a new benchmark that both Microsoft and Google will now be expected to match in their own quarterly reporting. Alongside another Amazon alum, Jeff Bezos. Mr. Bezos has built a rival AI lab entitled Project Prometheus, targeting the physical world with a $6.2 billion lump sum of cash and poaches from both OpenAI and xAI. This stealth AI startup has hired Kyle Kosich, xAI co-founder, Molly, and well, I guess you can co-found with a cohort of people, but geez. So Jeff Bezos' stealth AI startup has hired the xAI co-founder and a former OpenAI infrastructure lead scale its compute architecture rather. The lab is backed by $6.2 billion, recruiting aggressively from OpenAI, DeepMind, Meta, and xAI, and is building AI systems explicitly targeting engineering, manufacturing, aerospace, and the physical world rather than consumer software. This is a venture led alongside former Google executive Vikram Bajaj, hired Kosich, co-founded xAI, built the infrastructure of Musk's supercomputer. At the time, it was the world's largest GPU cluster. The Colossus supercomputer was. And Mr. Kosich held senior roles at OpenAI across 2 separate tenures. Hiring him signals that Prometheus is not building a chat product. It's building the computer. Okay, I'm not going to even say that. You know, hiring from a pool that is uh, doing industrial infrastructure more than just software. Deliberate and distinct from that of OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google, Prometheus is targeting things that you can knock your fist upon: aerospace, manufacturing, etc., etc. Sectors where proprietary operational data is the moat, apparently. Playbook is to stake or partner with companies across those industries, extract the training data that comes with the real world operational access, and build models that cannot be replicated by a lab that only trains on internet text. With $6.2 billion in reported backing and recruiting operations spanning San Francisco, London, and Zurich, Prometheus is large enough to be taken seriously and specific enough to be differentiated. For investors, the physical world AI category, largely ignored during the consumer AI boom, which is freaking, only 2 years, is now well capitalized and staffed with frontier talent. I'm curious where $6.2 billion comes from for Prometheus. We'll briefly not check that. Yes, I will. $6.2 billion, Prometheus, Bezos, backers, who, give me that AI-ish Google, co-founded by, again, Bezos and Vic Bajaj. Key backers are Mr. Bezos, primary investor, Bajaj, former Google X researcher, CH Venture Partners, led by Robert Nelson, director at Project Prometheus, general agents, an agentic AI startup. This might just be personal, but General Agents is an agentic AI startup acquired by Project Prometheus in November 2025, bringing its CEO Shergil Ojair and key researchers. Again, still personnel, former Amazon executive, current leader of Blue Origin, appointed to the Prometheus board of directors. Everybody wants to get a board seat. Over 120 employees from AI firms have been poached. Bezos is separately seeking to raise a $100 billion fund to acquire and modernize manufacturing firms in conjunction with Project. That's sick, dude. In a cool way, not in a pejorative way. Your freaking PE playbooking, grabbing some old crotchety physical infrastructure companies and then making them all AI skis.